weekly videos on simplicity and joyful living. If this is your first time here, my name is Helen. I am a KonMari Master Consultant and trained professional organizer. If you're looking to simplify your life to make more room for joy, you're at the right place. So hit that subscribe button and come join me each week. Today, I am sharing the lessons I've learned over the years on how to live more joyfully. I know I call myself Spark Joy with Helen on many social media, but my life isn't all rainbows and unicorns. I definitely have had my share of challenges as well. These are the habits that I have implemented over the years to help me live more joyfully. They're also the habits that I turn to when I need to reset and get out of a funk. So I have 10 tips, and without further ado, let's get started. My first tip is to make your bed first thing in the morning. I never used to make my bed. I actually thought it was kind of silly when people do it. I thought it was a big waste of time, and what is the point when no one's really gonna see it and you're just gonna go back into bed at the end of the day anyway. It wasn't until I was selling our home in 2012 to move, and in that process, we had to make our bed every day to get our home ready for home showings. And during that time, everything changed for me. I really enjoy seeing a made bed, and so I kept that habit up ever since. A lot of people say you should do this because then you'll have accomplished your first task of the day, feel accomplished, and you'll be ready for more. For me, I like walking into my room and not have that messy bed be a source of distraction. And an unmade bed is one of the biggest source of visual clutter when you think about it. Because when you walk into a room, your bed does take up the majority of the room. So when you think about it, making your bed is like the quickest shortcut you can take in tidying up a large amount of your room in a small amount of time. So you should definitely do this. My second tip is if you look good, you feel good. This is something I learned from a university friend. I remember back then I went to visit my friend at her apartment and she told me she wasn't feeling well. But when she opened the door, she looked absolutely amazing. And I was like, wow, like you really don't look sick at all. You look amazing. And she says that she always takes extra care in her appearance whenever she's not feeling well, because then it actually makes her feel better. That if she stays in her sweats and if she doesn't put on any makeup or do her hair, then she will just end up wallowing in self-pity. And that really stuck with me because I think for me, getting ready for the day also has that same effect. Looking good can mean different things for different people, and you should embrace what feels good for you. For me, it's 5 minutes of makeup, it's changing my clothes. For some of my friends, I notice it's one makeup product, like they'll put on their mascara or they'll put on a lipstick, and their whole energy changes. And it's not like they found some sort of magical mascara or magical lipstick that changes their entire face. I think it's something that when you feel more confident, it comes from within and it shows on the outside. My third tip is to be your own hype girl. I actually heard this at an event I went to a few years ago and I just loved it. I mean, when was the last time you told yourself you're awesome? And I think this is something we should do more often because we should love ourselves the most. When we think negatively about ourselves, we're not going to think that we're worthy of any kind of love or friendship or opportunities. When you're not feeling great about yourself, it's time to give yourself some compliments. Be proud of everything you have accomplished. Be proud of overcoming all the obstacles. Being happy starts from within you. Tell yourself that you are beautiful and you are smart and you are absolutely worthy of love and friendship and opportunities. And just be your own hype girl and love yourself. My fourth tip is to put out positive energies into the world. I truly believe the energy you put out into the world is the same energy you're going to attract back into your life. If you want to have more joy in life, you have to send more joy out into the world. There's so many ways you can put out positive energy into the world. You can text your friend a message that you love them. You can give a stranger a compliment. You can buy the person behind you at the coffee shop a free coffee, or you can get someone needy a meal, or you can volunteer, or you can write a positive review for a local business you enjoy going into, and you'll really make someone's day. Doing something good for others will also help you get out of your own head. Adding more positive energy and joyful energy into the world will definitely attract more joyful and positive energy back into your life. My fifth tip is to eat a healthy meal. Sometimes when we're not feeling great, all we want to do is sit at home and eat potato chips and ice cream, but when you're feeling down, having all the junk food is only going to weigh you down more. That's why it's actually more important to eat healthy when you're not feeling great. And eating healthy doesn't mean you need to be perfect or you need to eat completely bland food. There's a lot of yummy and delicious and healthy options out there. So go for something like that. And just because I said don't eat potato chips and ice cream for your meal doesn't mean you can't have it as a snack, because I think moderation is joy. My next tip is to move your body. I know it's super annoying when people tell you to exercise when you're already not feeling well. When I was going through postpartum depression, my family doctor, I remember she said to me, Helen, you should just get a running stroller and you'll feel much better after you go for a run. And honestly, I wanted to slap her when she said that. It was not realistic for me, and every time I try to start some sort of exercise routine or program, I would only feel worse about myself when I couldn't do it properly or if I couldn't keep up with it. So I know that that's the last thing you want to do. However, that's why I didn't say go and exercise. I said go and move your body. So I feel like moving your body is a much smaller commitment. Moving your body could just be turning on your favorite happy song and have a little dance party. Or maybe sometimes it's about going outside for a walk around the block if you're able to. Moving your body even a little bit helps. Tip number 7 is to tidy up your space. I know from my personal experience, when I'm not feeling well, my place probably isn't looking great either. I'm not saying you should tackle your entire home when you just want to lie down. So my suggestion to you is to set a timer for 10, 15, 20, whatever amount you can handle. So 15-minute timer and tackle one area. So if you're trying to motivate yourself to work, take to 15 minutes before you start and tidy up your desk and just put everything away. If your clothes are everywhere, take that time to fold, to hang, to put away all your clothes. Or you can use that time to put away clean dishes and put all the dirty dishes in the kitchen into your dishwasher. Trust me, you'll feel much better when your space is tidied up. I find having these 15-minute wins really help me reset my mood when I'm feeling down. My next tip is to take out the garbage. It's kind of weird, but I find that whenever I'm feeling blah, it's also time to take out the garbage. It's kind of like the more garbage my space has, the more garbage my mind feels. There's something oddly satisfying about removing the items you no longer want, like garbage, out of your life, and I think that's why this tip works well for me. So if you're feeling blah, look around your home and see if there are any boxes lying around from your online orders, see if there's any like recycling from beverage containers or takeout coffee that you forgot to throw out, and check to see if your garbage can is overflowing. Or maybe for you it's not literal garbage, but maybe it's donations that you mean to let go that's starting to pile up. So it's time to take those items into your car and drive it down to the donation center. You'll feel much better once those items are out of your space. Tip number 9 is to take a bath. Whenever I'm feeling blah after a long day, I really find that taking a bath helps me turn my mood around. It's almost like washing your worries away. I like keeping some special bath products around so I can use them when I'm feeling this way. And if I can't be bothered taking a bath, I find a really long shower also helps. Sometimes I like to take some extra time and do a scrub or maybe a mask. And other times, it's just about using my favorite lotion after I'm done and I feel like a brand new person. My final tip is to keep a gratitude journal. Each night, I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for before I go to bed. And I find this practice over time has really helped me search out all the little things and see all the little things and the magic in the everyday. It now becomes a habit for me to look for all the things that I could write about in my gratitude journal at the end of the day, and it's made me a much happier and joyful person. So those are my 10 tips and habits you can implement to live more joyfully and to help you get out of a funk. People often say you can choose joy, but for me, I think choosing joy is not a one-time choice and then you just become happy. Choosing joy and live more joyfully is more of a practice. And the more that you choose to look at things in a positive lens, the more you choose to be joyful, the more you choose to go out and experience things, the happier you're going to become. I hope you enjoyed today's video and that you find it helpful. And if you have any other tips on how people can live with more joy, I would love for you to share those tips below. And until next time, choose joy, live well.